got started in racing primarily because of my dad's involvement in the sport. So I kind of grew up around the track up near Toronto. Got into go-karting, worked my way up through the open wheel racing ladder, and then wanted to pursue a career in the Grand-Am Rolex Sports Car Series. One of our main drivers that we compete against, Scott Pruitt, is definitely one of the drivers that I look up to. We actually bought the first Riley ever made, which won the 2004 championship with Scott behind the wheel. So to go out and bring that car back to victory lane was also very special. 2008 was a great year for us. Brian Frizzell and I, we were knocking on the door all season long. We had some adversity, we had a little bad luck, but we fought through it, and to get our first win, the closest in Grand-Am Series history, was a remarkable feeling, and then to back it up a week later at Watkins Glen with a pretty dominant performance was pretty special for us. Unbelievable, especially at home in front of the Canadian fans in Montreal. I mean, our only Canadian race. We had the fans on their feet and they were loving it. It was just an unbelievable finish and result for the team. We'd love to win the championship. I mean, that's just our main goal. We'd love to grow the program. I mean, I've been fortunate enough to be involved with AIM for 8 years and work with them on the marketing side and a little bit of the not in the driver's seat stuff. So it's not as much fun for me, but it's great to be involved. I really like fast tracks. Grew up around Mosport, which is extremely fast. Have a lot of confidence on high-speed circuits, and Watkins Glen I think probably has our highest average speed on the short course. And so I love just finding every little tidbit of time on that, and it's just a great track. I separate them. I mean, the shop is very close to home, but when it comes to driving, when it comes to the race season, and as we approach the race season, I put the driving hat back on, and that's the ultimate goal, and that's ultimately what I'm here to do, and have to make sure that I'm in tip-top shape for that. Anything motorized, basically. So I'm a big snowmobiler, so I'm really excited about snowmobiling, although you have to be careful because it's almost as much fun as racing, but it's also a lot more dangerous. So, but snowmobiling, I love to water ski. I'm a big skier. Tennis, golf. Golf's a little tough for me. It's not, my personality doesn't really suit it too much. Ooh. In kilometers or miles? Well, okay, we'll stick with miles an hour. About 192 miles an hour in a street car on the highway, but that was a long time ago, so I don't reflect on that too often. It's probably not the smartest thing in the world. We have, I guess, the expectations of the country and fans from Canada who look to the Grand-Am Series to get their sports car racing fix. We have to perform, and you know, so being the only Canadian team, it's tough. Last year we proved that we can compete with the best of them and the biggest teams, and you know, even if we're a little bit of a smaller team from Canada, we're equally as capable of winning, and that's why we're here. With this style of racing, with varying lengths of the races and different classes on the track at different times, it's very tough because you really have to keep focus 100% all the time because you really can't afford to make a mistake. A 24-hour endurance race is really more like a 24-hour sprint race, and yet you've got all the variables, changing weather conditions, cars going off, debris on the track, and you just have to stay on top of it and really focus on that end result. Grand-Am's, you know, definitely my home. I mean, I'm a sports car driver. I love driving on road courses. I love the type of racing that we do, and so in terms of comparing, you know, where I could race elsewhere, in my eyes, there's really no option. I mean, this is the series that's going to make it happen, and it is making it happen. And the racing's so great, why would anyone want to race anywhere else?